Hi and welcome to my channel. So the last week has seen quite a lot of unrest in the UK regarding riots and all of that because of certain things that have happened, which I am not in the position to get into. But I had a question from somebody saying, Melvis, you've said nothing about these riots. As a nurse in the UK, where do we stand? If somebody is racist to you, somebody is threatening you, how should we behave? Because it is something that, as a nurse, I need to ensure my own safety. And so I'm just going to say that when it comes to being a nurse, being a healthcare professional, not just in the UK, worldwide, we have a duty of care towards our patients. And by the way, if you're somebody who is new here, I am very passionate about career progression opportunities in the UK. I'm a nurse myself. If we haven't met before, I work as an advanced nurse practitioner at the moment, started as a carer, obviously, to now progressing to this position. And so that's why I'm talking about this because when I'd said nothing at all about these riots, and when I had this question, I thought I have to say something about it because quite a few people had also sent me emails saying, what's going on? How should we behave? What do we expect? What should we do basically? So that's what really this channel is all about, and that's what this video particularly is going to be addressing. And so I'm going to say that, like I said, as a nurse or a healthcare professional or even a human being, you've got a duty of care towards your patient. The NMC, which is the Nursing and Midwifery Council here in the UK, has a code of conduct which we have to abide by as nurses, midwives, nursing associates. And it clearly states that we need to prioritize our patients, but we also need to ensure our own safety as professionals. So if you find yourself in a very compromising position at work, the first thing and the most important thing for you to do is escalate your concerns to your colleagues, to management, to the leadership team, to the nurse in charge, so that they are aware of what is going on. You cannot just say, oh, I don't want to see this patient, I don't want to treat this patient, I don't want to do this. No, you need to escalate things the right way. You need to remember that you have a duty of care towards your patients, whatever is going on. You need to ensure your safety as well, obviously, but you need to escalate your concerns. The health minister, in the course of this, has said that nurses are free to be able to refuse to treat people that are threatening to them or racist to them and all of that. But what I'm going to say is that as a nurse, you need to have your duty hat on, and you need to make sure that if there is any situation where you're feeling threatened, in any way while you're at work, because you also have to ensure your safety, you need to make sure that your colleagues are aware of it and that you escalate those concerns the right way. You cannot just say, I'm not going to do this and that, but you've got to escalate things properly and then documentation as well. I cannot emphasize the importance of documentation. As they always say, if it's not documented, it didn't happen. And you don't want to find yourself where you're then referred to the NMC, which is the Nursing and Midwifery Council. If you're referred for misconduct, you need to be able to answer. And if you're answering, you need to have your facts right. You need to have your escalation techniques right. You need to show, what did you do about it? Did you tell somebody? What did they do? What did they say? And all of that. So do be careful. That's what I'm going to say. It's very unfortunate what's going on. As healthcare professionals, we shouldn't be going through this. But I'll say that, it's for you to make sure that you're balancing that duty of care towards your patients, prioritizing your patients, thinking about the NMC code of conduct while also thinking about your own safety. And I think the best way to come out of this is by escalating, teamwork, effective communication, thorough, efficient, perfect documentation, and really being plain and clear, concise. You're not just using emotion and all of that, but you're saying, this happened, this is what I said, this is what the patient said, I spoke to the nurse in charge, this is what she said, I've escalated to the duty manager, to my manager, whatever, or whoever that may be. So that's what personally I always do. I think for me as a nurse, racism is something that I've experienced ever since I moved to the UK. And it's just one of those things where I'm like, I'm sorry, how can I help you? You just focus on caring for your patients. I think it is what it is. These are challenges that personally in my 13 years, I have faced them year in, year out, in this length of time. And I'll just say it's unfortunate that we have to experience all of this, but we have to handle it in a very professional manner. You have to remain calm at all times, irrespective of the circumstances. Like I've said, thinking about your patients, putting your patients first, and ensuring that you're not going against any of the rules. Because if you're called upon to respond, to answer, to explain your rationale for what you did or what you didn't do, you need to be ready to do that effectively, efficiently, and without any qualms whatsoever. So I hope that this is helpful. I just thought I should do a quick video just to talk about this and to say, we're all doing great. We've all remained calm under the circumstances. But that's what we need to do, and we should keep our professional hats on at all times. Thank you.